Oh, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's tap in. Let's tune in to the energies of the day. Yes, we're on. So beautiful. I have to figure out how to wake myself up with that noise. Just be like, yes. Thank you. I have to make up. I have a lot of makeup time for being ripped from sleep when I was younger. Nobody should get ripped from sleep unless it was like ripped. Okay, what do we got here? Release, surrender, like water, go with the flow. That's all I got. Something like that. And like water, go with the flow. Because it's water, right? It's pointing down. Maybe it's contact. It's contact. The energy of contact allows you to know that all doors to your inner source will open when you surrender and, like water, go with the flow. Yes, all doors to your inner source will open when you surrender and, like water, go with the flow, right? Because then you're in receiving mode, right? When you aren't holding fixed onto something, an outcome, a mode of which something is to arrive in, right? You are in a surrender state, an allowing state, a receiving state. And that's when messages and beautiful inner knowings happen. Okay. Messages from the divine come in, insights, inspirations. It's like having a blank slate or board. So when someone starts scribbling on it, you can clearly see the message, right? If the board's full of doodles, you're not going to necessarily notice when a little message inscribes on the side there. So tabula rosa, I know it's about like this concept of being born empty, and then our experiences and stuff like that shape us. I think it's some of that. But I also feel like in meditation, you want to produce a tabula rosa, a blank slate for your, in your mind, to allow messages to be perceived. We've got Berkano. Okay, so a lot of inspiration and ideas, perhaps, because we are surrendering and opening, the doors are opening to our inner source. And in there, it's a fecund mama hair, birthing new things. Let's see. The fertile and fecund mama hair. In the springtime, fertile and fecund mama hair brings forth an abundance of new life. She is the great mother and fiercely protective. Also, Empress vibes, right? The Empress in these two cards, this contact, this receiving mode, and the birthing. It's like a receiving and birthing in tandem, right? It's that Taurus thyroidal field loop. Ooh, and there is some throat chakra movement. Okay. The timeless cycles of the earth flow through her, generation after generation. Berkano holds within it the mature female wisdom of our mothers and our grandmothers. Berkano speaks of female fertility and also of the safety and shielded sanctuary of the womb. When this rune appears in a reading, there may be a birth of a child, an idea, or even a new goal. See? Opening up, blank slate, idea. Whoa! Birthing seeds of possibilities. Okay, birth, sanctuary, fertility, life change, and secrets. So it's like, oh, what's this? Oh, boom! Birthed an idea. Right? I didn't even know I was expecting. Yeah, you were. This is the way of the Empress. And your dedication to that state of being. This is what produces a connection with your inner, with your higher, with your spiritual input, spiritual connection, all of those things. All of those things together. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, judgment flipped for us. This is a call for the new life. This is the rebirth. This is the judgment called upon ye. Deserved. This is a byproduct of your actions to this point, right? You holding the frequency of love, you overcoming adversity, you maintaining the love frequency regardless of how you were treated or mistreated. This is huge. That breaks most people. We got love coming up. Beautiful. You deserve to be loved. Okay? You could have come this far having people see your light and want to stamp it out, snuff it out, or hoard it to themselves in a controlling, oppressive, I'm going to stick you in a box on a shelf kind of a way, or competitive, right? Like people in secret competition with you. And all you've done is loved. All you wanted to do is love. And so this is coming out to say that you are worthy of getting back what you always gave. Right? Like if you were loyal to a fault to every person, it's your time now to have people be loyal to you. getting that, like, what goes around comes around. Yeah, there's your experience, your life experience before, and how you moved through it towards your strengthening of your intuition. This is your pathway to your spirituality, to your new becoming. I feel like in this case, you still served love at every point. And the universe kept track. The angels, your spirit team, they're like, okay, it's time. It's like, put it on my tab, put it on my tab, put it on my tab. Hello? 1 second. All right. Scully wanted in. Okay, we got a flipper here. 2 of Wands. Yes, this is you. Oh, sorry. He's a fluffy ginger. Okay. Transitioning. Moving between worlds, shifting frequencies. It's like a flip, a rebirth. Yes. Except birthing into something else. Love seeds. Birthing love seeds. Or you've always planted love seeds in your experience. And now is the time for them to bloom and grow and start giving back. And they have actually seeded a new world that is also blooming. It's like putting it on my tab, you were projecting these love seeds and loyalty into this other world. And now you're deemed the right time for you to move to that world and reap the sweetest harvest. And reap the sweetest harvest. Yeah. And flip your switch. You're gonna flip your switch. The wheel turning in your favor. I mean, it's gonna feel like night and day, right? Being amongst people who, when they look at you, they're judging, comparing themselves, trying to find all the little nooks and crannies that they can sort of latch onto in order to make themselves feel better, or, well, they think they're so great, but they have this and I have this, and so that makes me better, or whatever. Like this whole compare and contrast thing that people have. I keep getting the silent competition, right? And a lot of the times it's not even conscious to the one who is in competition. It's just, that's the shadow, right? The shadow version of self wants to be the best, the brightest, the biggest, or whatever. And part of this clearing and cleansing and loving and birthing and being is a recognition that we are all shiny, or meant to shine and be magical and powerful and gorgeous. And we all bring our beautiful flavors to the table. And so it's not about, it's not like a race. It's more like a journey that we all travel in our own time and space and place. Okay, there's several messages coming out here, but I feel like it is the main one is this movement and rebirthing into. Okay, yes, there's the choice, choosing with your intuition, but I'm also getting that balancing, that rebalancing. I'm kind of getting, because we're on this like flipping, right? This movement, this wheel turning, this world hopping steps towards, right? I feel like you were making choices in the before from the surface, right? Like, what's this going to bring me in the physical world? Status or security, or how does it look, right? How are people going to receive it? How are people going to judge it, right? Surface level stuff. And part of your transition, part of what makes you worthy for this new realm, is your shift into choosing based on what you feel, your intuition. This is that connection, that contact with your higher self, right? The surface stuff is facadable, okay? And we can make things look very convincing, right? Like artists that work on movie productions, they can make a room look like it is, 150 years old, and all of the things are peeling and doing their thing, but it's a facade. The stuff isn't actually 150 years old. It's just been made to look that way, right? But the substance, that's your feeling into and beyond the surface. And this is part of a skill set that you've been developing. And this is also what is leading you here to the love world, okay? To love, is because you are not basing your decisions upon the surface anymore. You are creating that connection and using your intuition as your navigator, which is beautiful. And it's leading you exactly where you were meant to go. Exactly where you were meant to go. Okay, and that is into you, okay? Into your intuition, okay? I feel like this is like your journey, and then you got there, okay? So being independent, being in your doing, right? You've done all the work. You've planted, you've nurtured, you've weeded and tended, and now all of your crops are in full bloom. And you are in a place where you can sit and enjoy and plan and create. The Queen of Pentacles is solid in her material. She's independent. She's holding her own, right? She's got time to sit in it and be in it. What is this? Do you see that? What is that? Hello? Weird. It's like a light beam. Do you see it, or is it my glasses? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's all the energy moving swiftly towards you. Okay. Yes. You needed to get to this place for the momentum to build. Yes. Beautiful. Fast moving energy. Oh. Signs and synchronicities leading you towards reciprocating life partners. Life partners. Loving relationships. This is what I'm talking about, right? People who see you as you are and aren't intimidated, threatened, or whatever the case may be that some people feel, right? It's like competition. It's just such a weird. I I enjoy competition for the fun of it, not for the actual competition. Like, I'll play the game, but in the end, I don't really care. I don't really care who wins as long as we had fun playing. But there are people out there who really care who wins. And, um, I'll find myself, I'll be playing the game, and it's all fun and games until you find out that that person really, really cares. And then you're like, oh, well, now it's not fun anymore. I don't want to play anymore. Okay. We've got the moon. Okay, so things yet to be revealed, and this makes perfect sense, especially when you are in this realm of trusting your intuition. You are literally walking around in the dark, right? Into the unknown, but you're using your connection to your higher self, your spirit team, your intuition as your compass, as your navigator, as your guide. You are trusting those signs and synchronicities and the feelings, right? How does it feel when I move in this direction? Does it feel good? Let's go there. If it feels not so good, maybe we don't, right? And also, what's beautiful about the moon is that all things will be revealed eventually. And that's a good thing. We'll see it. We'll know it. We'll get confirmations of it. And this is something else you can do when you are in contact with your higher self is you can ask, you can say, is this the way I'm supposed to head? Give me a sign, right? And then the universe will validate and say, yeah, you're standing on the freaking threshold. You just got to walk through now, right? Beautiful. The threshold. That's a 60. No, what is that? 55? 65? 45? What is this? The door, the gate, the initiation. We cross thresholds continually, consciously, and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, you have arrived at a threshold of initiation here to usher you into a new reality. Confirmations, man. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. It requires you to leave behind the you thought was so well formed. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step towards the future that calls you. Wow, this is beautiful. And for my own confirmation, because I've had Hecate come up quite a bit for me in the last week, anyways. And when I was researching her, she is like the goddess of liminal spaces. She's like the the guide that you walk with, or she walks with you as you are in transition between worlds, as you're moving through thresholds. So that's pretty cool. Okay. When in light, growth, individuation, ease in the liminal. When dark, resisting, refusal to grow, barriers and boundaries. Not to say boundaries aren't necessary, but they should not be blocking you from moving forward. They are to block anything that um, hampers you from moving forward. Okay. What's it say? Crossing a threshold may not be voluntary. Sometimes we are thrown across the boundary through circumstances far beyond our control. Either way, we cannot go back. It's true. And I feel like this is also part of your choosing, right? When you see the old world slipping away and then you're moving into the unknown, you can choose to be fearful, or you can choose love. And love is the central card here for us after the judgment. And so that's your choice. This is you've chosen. You're stepping into this love world where there are beautiful reciprocating relationships, where people love you as you deserve to be loved. People meet you where you're at. You've been loving and loyal. Well, you are about to be loved and loyaled to. Yes. Okay. In Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the ultimate gatekeeper. Look for the great elephant god for support. Hecate, Janus, and Mention are also watching over you. Ooh, it mentioned Hecate. And also, I recently discovered this little guy, which is Ganesh. Okay. Okay, well, that's gorgeous. Should we get a couple animal oracles that are helping us or guiding us or supporting us or whatever as we are moving through this threshold period in our lives? Just when you're about to go on any adventure, the energy that you put into your setting out is kind of setting the tone for the adventure. So be in love, be in peace, be in ease, be in grace, be in faith. Be the fox. Be the fox. Okay, fox. Foxy, 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 fox. Smart, strong, partner, or mate. Wise teacher. Okay, this is somebody on the other side of the threshold. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. Okay. And it is on the fast moving energy side. So, and it's something that you haven't seen coming, and it's part of this new world, okay? Part of your turning of the wheel here. Just a confirmation, visual confirmation. Okay. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Didn't I say something about life partners? Yes. Okay. Fox energy helps to stay true to those most dear to you, to us. Helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. When in balance, magical, ingenious teacher, monogamous. When out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity, and to bring into balance partnership and connection. Okay. I also feel like foxes are loyal. Do they mate for life? I think the males do, but the females are just like, whatever, next. No. Well, they gotta make sure that their bloodline happens. I don't know. You might want to look that up. Okay. Let's get some love messages. Oh, we got a whole bunch stuck into my hand. Okay, we've got gratitude. Your attitude of gratitude, that's another thing you can bring with you as part of your setting the tone of your threshold transition. Okay, shift your perspective. Allow all the things that want to fall away because they are making space for the new to come and to be and to take its place. You've got this. Yeah, you're so almost there. Okay, trust the process. It's got you this far. You've seen enough evidence. You're settling in, you're feeling in, you're feeling what it feels like to trust and to know. And the more you trust and you know, the more you trust and you know. And it is this it's the Empress vibe, right? It's the Berkano loop of birthing and receiving. Okay, yeah, it starts with the peaceful nervous system. If you're wondering how to get here, you gotta start with your nervous system because that is, think of your nervous system as the whiteboard. Is it whiteboard because you can wipe it off, or is it a whiteboard because they're usually white? I don't know. I don't think now's the time for that debate, but that board, think of it as your nervous system. And when it's not peaceful, it's full of stuff. And so you can't see any messages, right? They just all blend in. I don't know. Was that there before? Was that for me? Was that a doodle? I don't know, right? When you maintain your peaceful, you clear the board and then are able to receive the messages and also have space to design, to create, to mind map and design. Okay. Ocean medicine. I don't know about you, but that does help the nervous system. There's just something so powerful and beautiful about the ocean and the medicine that it brings, right? Breathing in life force energy from the ocean. I mean, look at how powerful and beautiful it is. And its cycles, its displays of balance, the give and the take, the push and the pull, right? And this is might be a way for you to detach and separate from you. It's like stepping out of the situation in order to see it from a different perspective, right? Shifting your perspective. So get out of your normal spaces and places and give yourself the time and the space to receive, okay? Believe in miracles. Okay, this has been coming up a lot because I feel like the only things that are blocking us now are our own limiting beliefs and distrusts or doubts and fears, right? And so just really go all in. Go all in with the universe, go all in with your faith. You know, there's something, it's that surrender and like water, go with the flow, right? You are trusting in your greatest and highest timeline. You are allowing what is to be to be. You are open to the beautiful divine gifts and this new world, this life, this love, without expectation. And that's, you're just trusting that everything will work out in your favor, okay? And you're following the signs, you are trusting in your inner knowing, in your inner guidance system, and you know that you will get there. And that's a beautiful thing, okay? And it's all worth waiting for. Okay, the time that you have put into this, there is no time is an illusion, okay? And so don't limit yourself with time. Don't limit yourself with age. Don't limit yourself with anything. Trust, believe, and know. Okay? And do your own research, okay? Yeah, I gotta look up. There was, who was it? Who was it that was in there? Hecate. And then there was another one that I didn't know of. Janice. Who's Janice? Oh my god. Is that Janice? And mention. Mention? Mean mention. Nobody ever mentioned them before. Okay, we got time to rest. Yeah, this is the threshold period. This is the before takeoff. This is your en route to the place. I always think of like a fun park, okay? And you're on your way there, and you know when you get there, you're gonna have a blast. You don't know exactly what and who you're gonna run into there, or what kind of awesome adventures and rides and games and things that you are going to find and explore and discover and enjoy. You just know that it's packed full of all those things, and you're on your way there. And so you're making sure that you're well rested, you're making sure you've got snacks, you're making sure you've got your steps in, and that you're stretched out so that you don't get cramps or or whatever, right? And this is how you can prepare and be in this anticipatory energy towards joy, right? Not, this is that choice. You can be like, oh, it's going to be loud. There's going to be so many unknowns. I don't know what to pack. I don't know what to wear. I don't know this. Fear, fear. Right? But you are choosing love, 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 love. And so you're like, oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. What am I going to pack? What am I going to wear? Okay, look at this. A wish coming true. I mean, you can't make it up, guys. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. Okay? Switch up your usual route. Yeah. This is how you jump into universal and divine flow. It's part of this trusting your intuition, following the signs and synchronicities. Well, if you're just locked into your usual go this way, go that way, turn this way, turn that way, you are not necessarily going to see the things, right? But if you're in an unknown place that you don't normally go, you're a little bit more aware, right? You're not in this autopilot just getting there. Now you're in kind of like a discovery mode. And that's when the universe will lead and guide you, move you this way, move you that way. I was trying to go this way, but now for some reason, because there was a block in the road, now I'm going this way. And what's over here? I've never been to this place before. Oh my goodness, there's this fruit stand on the side of the road. Or oh, look at this gorgeous park I never knew existed. Why don't we go for a walk in there? And then we discover a freaking beautiful realm of the fairies. I don't know, right? Okay. Okay. Speaking of realm of the fairies, the fairy came out and landed on this fast moving energy. So I feel like the fairies, the fae, they are very much invested in this love world, and their energy is also coming in to help you to make sure that you get there and to bring you there quickly. Okay, we also have this steering wheel. See, I got to do my own research. Is it a helm? I should know. The wheel, the main wheel, okay? But it was on below the Wheel of Fortune and the world, right? The world that you've created with your consistent seeding. And this is you steer your own ships. This is part of the meeting the universe halfway, the co-collaboration with the universe in this. It's not just a lying there passively waiting for everything to be handed to you. This is about your active participation, right? This is active and faith, action and faith. Your masculine, your feminine, your being and your doing, and your trusting and your faith, okay? We've got the turtle that landed on your experience. Okay, so it's been a long, slow, steady progress, but slow and steady wins the race. Okay, and builds momentum, and the momentum is now picking up. Okay, it's picking up. And then there's this butterfly that did come out in yesterday's reading also. But this one landed on the signs and synchronicities from your spirit team, also the trust the process. So I feel like this is like you're getting hints of who you're meant to be in this new world, but you're still in process of becoming. You know that you're meant to fly, that you're going to be a flyer, right? That you are a butterfly. But the details of what that looks like is still in process. And you will be guided there. You just have to make that connection, clear the board, and receive. Okay? Yes. There is the beautiful reading for today. Okay, gorgeous stuff. Look at this. A wish is coming true fast. And for a lot of us, this could be another person, a life mate, love, who's going to love and cherish you. This could be a friendship, loyal, beautiful, balanced. This could be a partnership. Let's just call it a partnership because that covers all the ships, doesn't it? Yes. So beautiful. Threshold, step in, believing in the miracles, being in your intuitive, empowered place, trusting and following your process. Okay, yes, gorgeous. Yay! There you have it. I'm wishing you all of the ease and flow that you deserve on this part of the process. It's scary stepping into the unknown, but you're choosing love and you're trusting the process and you're believing in miracles. And you got this. Okay. There it is. Love you, appreciate you, and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.